I'm Carl from National RV Detroit. I'm going to show you around your Rockwood Roo 21SS hybrid trailer. Okay, so starting on the door side, you have a vent for the range hood. This vent is, the baffle in the vent is held shut by these little tabs in the corner. When you're going to run the vent hood fan, you have to change the position of these tabs so the baffle flaps freely. Otherwise, you keep it shut. You only open it up when you're using the range hood vent. Okay, you've got outside speakers. You've got a power awning. This is the vent for your furnace. This is the service panel for the refrigerator. You shouldn't have to go in there. That's just for service. And then, of course, you have some power here. All right. So as we walk around the back, you can see you've got your bunk doors. Each one has 2 latches on it. We'll go over that in a minute. You have this compartment here, which is where the back of the water heater is. Now, before you put antifreeze into this trailer, when you're winterizing, you have to bypass the water heater. That's something you'll have to do a little research on. You can find out online, or you can talk to us, and we'll explain it to you. But basically, you can't pump it, you can't get antifreeze into the water heater tank because it'll leave a foul taste. So they give you a way to bypass it with these valves, and this is where it happens. Okay. All right, your power cord is a 30 amp cord, and it's 25 feet long. This is your water heater on the outside. It's both gas and electric. To operate it on electric, you can see there's a switch. Let me get a good picture of it. Right here, right there, on-off switch. It's off right now. That switch operates the electric heating element, which is behind this plate here. So to turn it on electric, you're just going to flip this switch. To light it on gas, you're going to do that inside the trailer. I'll show you that when we get in there. Never run it without water in it. This is the drain plug right here. Always vent it like this. Let me get a hold of it here. Like this, if you can see it. Before you pull the plug, otherwise it'll come flying out of there like a cannonball. So you don't want to take the plug out until you've vented it. Okay. This is your outside shower. It's just a handset, hot and cold water. Another compartment. Another compartment. And this is where you use your water. So basically, this is for city water right here. This takes a regular garden hose type hose, except the drinking water hose has a different lining in it, so it doesn't taste like a garden hose, but you can use a garden hose if you choose to. It's got the same threads. So if you have city water, you're just going to hook your hose up here and turn it on. Your whole trailer is pressurized, ready to go. Now, if you go to one of the older state parks that has, it does not have plumbing on the campsite, but it has a fill station when you first get inside the park. You can fill your onboard tank here. You just take this off and you fill it up, and there's a pump inside that'll pump the water. The only time you're going to use this is if you don't have city water, but some of the really nice older state parks don't have plumbing on the campsite, so if you go to those parks, you'll use it. 9 times out of 10, you're going to use this regular hookup right here. Okay, you got a deep cycle marine battery. You got 2 20-pound tanks here underneath this cover. Let me get it off for you. Hold on one second. Excuse my video here. Okay, sorry about that. So you have 2 tanks, 20 pounds, they're both full, and this is the regulator. Now this is an automatic changeover regulator. This is not a selector valve. This is just a gauge. You point the green dot at the tank, and if it's green in here, it means, if it's green in here, it means there's gas in it. If it turns red, it's empty. To check this one, you point it that way. So they're both full right now. But it will draw this tank down first, then it'll automatically switch over to this one. So this is not a selector, it's just a gauge, okay? Let's see here. Here's your other bunk door, obviously. Right there. We'll come around to this side. Okay, let me go inside here. This is the bunk from the inside. I'm going to open it on the outside, and we'll drop the bunk into place. Okay, so let's go around to the rear. We'll show you with the rear. It's easier to reach, so we'll do that. Otherwise, I'll have to get a stool. All right, so you undo one. Then you're going to undo this one. Bear with me, it's kind of hard to do this while filming. Okay, then you're just going to let it down, like so. Let it down like this. Okay, then you're going to pull. I'm trying to keep the camera on while I'm doing this. You're going to pull the canvases around and snap them into place. It has snaps on it. So I will snap these into place. I know it's hard to see and I'm all over with the camera, but it's kind of hard to do this with just one person here. So I'll snap these into place. If I can find a snap, that is. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, and I'll do that all the way down. Sorry about the terrible camera technique here. Okay, then the sides you're going to bring down, and you see you have these eyelets here. So you'll come over to this side, and there'll be some bungee cords that you stretch across the trailer and attach them to those eyelets on the other side. Do the hospital corner like this, and then you'll come over with these all the way over to this eyelet here. Hopefully we can get it one-handed here, like that. And you do that with all three of them. Then you pull the skirting down over it like that, and like that. Okay, so I'll back up so you can see what we have here. Okay, so then we'll go in the trailer. I know my coronavirus video technique's not totally up to par, but I am getting a little better at it here. All right, so let me do this so we can see. Okay, so we got some light there. All right, so this is not, some people put it away different than others. I don't normally do it this way, so I'm going to have to set this camera down for 1 second and juggle this around so I can get the ball out. Hold on, please. There we go. Okay. Okay, so what I did, they had this crossbow here. They had it underneath the mattress. When I show you how to put this away, we'll do it a little different. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take this pole right here. Right here, and see if I can do this one-handed. I might have to set the camera down again. Hope I'm not making you seasick with all this swinging and swaying here. You trust me, it's much easier with two hands. All right, I'm gonna have to set it down again. Okay, so you can see I'm back. I've got the pole in that little nub there. So I push it in, and then I'm going to put it on here by pushing it forward. Okay, so you can see what I've done here. So the pole is in this way, and the bow is, so it's nice and tight. You'll get the mattress into place here and slide it down as we go. And there you have it. Both the front and the rear work the same way. To bring it down, you're going to just do what I did in reverse. You're going to take it like this, and you free this up here. You pull the pole out. Then you're going to lay it right here. You're going to crawl on here and grab a hold of this so it comes down. Okay. Then we're going to flip this around like this. Okay. Let me go back outside now. Just going to adjust this a little bit so it's in the right position. There we go. Let's go inside so I can show you how it looks now. This is actually the way it should be. So now you can see this mattress has a crease in it, and you're just going to fold the crease down this way now, just like that. That's how you do it. Now when you put the bunk up, it'll fold right into place. So you do the same thing for the front when you do it, okay? All right, let's go back outside. So, to put it away, I'm going to undo the straps like this. Got snow all over the place. Okay. And then I'm going to tuck these in underneath the mattress, like so, or above the mattress in this case. You're just basically getting it out of the way. That's the whole idea. You want all the canvas and the ropes and everything to be on the inside of these seals right here. That's the important thing. So as we put it away, we'll unsnap it down here. Hopefully you can see this. Unsnap it. And we're going to just move this up out of the way. Okay. Put this back. Put this back. Push this out of the way here. Best to get it on top just like that. That way, when you put the door up, it won't pinch the canvas as easily. It's kind of up and out of the way here. Okay, that's good. All right, so we're just going to lift the door like so. And then we're going to tuck it in. So I'll have to set the phone down again a little bit, but I'm tucking it in so it's on the other side of the seal. Now I'm working my way to the other side to do the same thing. I'm going to set it down again. Okay, then I'm just going to close these back up like so. And we're all set. And that's how you operate the bed doors, sometimes called the bunk doors. Technically they're called bed doors. The idea is you want the canvas and everything on the inside of that seal I showed you. That's the most important part. Okay. Let's go inside now. You See, our cleaning lady is still working on it, so there's some cleaning stuff around. The range top, you're just going to light it like a grill. You turn it on and light it. That's all you do. The furnace and air conditioner, for heat, you're just going to turn it like this. It lights automatically. You don't have to light anything. You can put it on cool to start the air conditioner. You can hear it starting up. Fan is just the air conditioner running without the compressor. It just circulates the air, but it doesn't cool. And then off. As soon as you turn it to off, the AC will go off, obviously, but the furnace will, the flame will go out immediately, but it'll purge itself for a minute or two, so it will shut off after it cools itself down. Okay. This part is, let me get some more light in here, if we can. Okay. This is a power converter. So what this does, it converts AC down to DC power. So everything that can run on DC, 12 volts DC in this trailer does. You know, the lights, the pump, the fan motors, things like that, the slide out. But some things have to be AC power, like the microwave and the air conditioner. So what you have here is regular household type circuit breakers, 110 AC, and they're all labeled. Then over here it converts the power down to 12 volt DC. You've got automotive fuses here, 12 volt DC fuses. So and these are labeled. So if any of these fuses will blow, it'll actually light up, and you can actually see it glowing through this tinted plastic. Also, this is a battery tender, so it senses how much energy your battery has up front, and if your battery is totally charged, it'll just trickle a couple amps up to it to keep it charged. And if not, it will, if you're really low, for example, it'll send 10 amps or whatever you need, as long as you're plugged into shore power. So, when you're plugged in to shore power, this will charge your battery. When you're towing it, your tow vehicle will charge it. Okay? This refrigerator is a Dometic refrigerator. It's a gas absorption refrigerator, meaning it does not have a compressor. It uses ammonia and some different chemicals to create the heating cycle. That's why you can heat it up to make it cool. So right now it's on auto. You have on and off, and then you have auto or gas. Auto means electric. The reason they call it auto is because if you lose power, it'll automatically switch over to gas so you don't spoil your food. If you want to run it dedicated to gas, you would just go like this, and it'll run on gas. Now, if this check light comes on, it means it didn't light, it faulted. You would just turn it off and turn it back on again in order for it to get another chance to light. The main thing about this, it takes longer to reach operating temperature than your refrigerator at home would do. So you want to start it the night before or whatever, so it's got plenty of time to cool down. Okay, to light your water heater on gas is this switch right here. Remember, only light it when there's water in it. This down here is the carbon monoxide and LP gas detector. It should always be green like that. If it beeps really, really slow, it's telling you that your battery's low. But otherwise, it'll go off if there's a carbon monoxide buildup, or if you got a propane leak. If it goes off, you go outside, shut off your tanks, and figure out what's happening. Okay. All right. Okay. The bathroom works like any other bathroom. The sink and shower anyway. This GFCI here, all the plugs in the trailer are wired through this one, including the one on the outside. So if you're using a coffee pot outside and it pops, you're always going to reset it here in the bathroom. Okay. You got a 4-speed or a 3-speed fan, fantastic fan, here to vent. You also use it to vent when you use the shower because you want to pull the moisture out. That's important because these trailers are really tightly built. Okay, the toilet, you work with this pedal here, like so. There's some residual pressure in there. So when you first get to the campground, you're going to hook up your water and your power, and then if you're going to use the toilet anyway, some people just use the facilities at the campground. You'll come in here, you'll put the chemical in there, and then you'll step on the pedal and put a couple gallons of water in the tank. You don't want to use it dry. So always when you start off with a dry tank, your or you've previously dumped it, you're always going to put chemical and a little bit of water in there to get started. Okay. Also, you can see how full it fills when you flush it. If you want to fill it even deeper, which most people do, you just push the pedal down a little ways and it'll add water without opening the trap. So you can add as much water as you want to use when you're using it. But when you just flush it normally, it's just going to fill up like that. Okay? Never use it dry. Alright. The table folds down and sits on these cleats here and turns into a bed. You just use the backs to take care of that. This jackknife's nice flat into a bed. Okay. You've got another roof vent here. You've got a CD player. And you have your control panel. So you can see your battery's totally charged. Okay. Your fresh water tank is empty. It graduates up in 1/3 increments. So right now it's empty. Black tank, gray tank. As they fill up, it lights up as they go up. So we will dump this before tomorrow, so it'll be totally down to empty. We've been winterizing it and water testing it, so we had to add water to the tanks. But once we dump them, it'll be back down to empty. It graduates up in 1/3 increments. Like I said, when you get up past 2/3, you know that you're going to start thinking about dumping it. And this is how you turn on the pump if you're using your fresh water tank. Okay. All right. So the range hood that I spoke of when I was showing you the vent outside is here. Fan and light. You have let's see here. Your slide out here. Let me close the bathroom door so I can show you how it slides in here. Sorry about the quality of this. It's we're just kind of doing the best we can with this virus thing here. So, all right. So we'll come in with it. Just pushing the button here. You make sure all the doors are closed. Nothing's in the way. Like so. These bars are for traveling. You can put them in. Basically, I'll have to lose focus here for a second. Okay, so basically they go up here like this, and this tucks behind this seal here. Right, so you have it like that. You got to make sure you never put the slide out with those in. Obviously, you'll hear a crunchy noise. It won't wreck the trailer or anything, but you'll have to nail this fascia back up. The reason what this thing does, there's all different versions of why it's here, but basically it has to do with water. If you notice, when this is in, if you're going down a bouncy road here, this can bounce up if this brace wasn't in here, and the top seal will push away from the trailer just a little bit, and water can trickle in. If you've got these bars in, it won't happen. So it's just about, you know, the perfect storm. A bumpy road with rain, you can get a little water dribbling in. With these in there, you won't. So that's what they're for. I'm going to take it out here because we're going to put the slide back out. So we don't want to break it. So we'll go back out here now. So when you dump the trailer on the outside, you have a gray valve and a black valve. The gray valve obviously is for the gray tank, and the black valve is for the black tank. You're always going to dump the gray or the black first because it's dirtier water than the gray water. And hold on, we got a tractor going by. And because the gray water is cleaner, it'll actually clean out the hose a little bit. It's cleaner water than the black water. Let me just close this up here for you. Hold on. All right, so that's what we have right here. You've got your black valve, you've got your gray valve, and the hose hooks on right there. Okay. All right, so that's the basic features. If you have more questions, you can obviously call us and talk to us. You can also search on Forest River's website for the Rockwood Roo, and they have videos and that sort of thing. But we'll help you where we can, and we can talk you through just about anything. So thank you for buying a trailer from National RV Detroit, and goodbye.